The decision to strip Ndume of his position signals troubling disregard for transparency. Baba-Ahmed says, can you imagine? Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, this is the senior brother to Dati Baba-Ahmed, the vice presidential candidate of Labour Party, going with, that is Peter Obi's running mate. So this man, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, he used to be one of the major leaders of the Northern Elders Forum. And until APC gave him an appointment, was it Ganduje or so, Shetima gave him a role and he kept quiet. Okay. Now, because of what has happened to Ndume at the Senate, he is up again. Now he's saying that the decision to strip Ndume of his position is, signals a troubling disregard for transparency, because Ndume was saying the truth, and now that truth is what is haunting him now in the hand of the Senate and the hand of APC. So let's see exactly what Hakeem Baba-Ahmed has more to say about what is happening between Ndume and the Senate. So according to the report from the Punch, the Secretary General of the Northern Elders Forum, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, shared his concerns regarding the removal of Senator Ali Ndume as Chief Whip. So he argued that this decision highlights the government's disregard for transparency and accountability, as Ndume was penalized for voicing the concerns of struggling Nigerians. He asserted that this incident exemplifies the government's unwillingness to listen to feedback or criticism, prioritizing poor and stifling opposition voices over addressing the needs of the populace. He suggested that the removal of Senator Ndume raises questions about the Senate commitment to holding its members accountable and maintaining a transparent democratic process. So he said the Northern Elders Forum has not taken a position on that issue. There are more pressing national concerns at the moment, but I can personally tell you that the decision to strip Ali Ndume of his position as Chief Whip signals a troubling disregard for accountability and transparency within the government. So the action for simply speaking out on behalf of millions of suffering Nigerians is emblematic of a government unwilling to accept advice or criticism, and underscores the Senate's lack of accountability and transparency. It demonstrates a government more focused on maintaining power and silencing dissent than addressing the harsh realities faced by his own people. Abi, so now he's still the Secretary General of the Northern Elders Forum. Okay, so but the thing here is, and that's exactly what people are saying. Even though some people are trying to say that when Buhari was there, Ali Ndume did not say anything. But when Buhari was there, we thought we had seen it all. But what we are seeing now is worse than what happened. In fact, 200% worse than what happened during Buhari's time. So Tinubu's government has brought the worst hardship ever in the history of Nigeria on people. So every sane-minded person will definitely cry out, whether you are in the APC or not. Now APC is having problem. Salihu Lukman, the is this secretary or the vice chairman of the APC Northwest, okay, fell out with the same APC government. They penalized him until he left. Abdul Ningi also shouted over the financial impropriety going on within the Senate. They suspended him and he's back. Now Ali Ndume has shouted, and now they have now penalized him for shouting out. It's not a joke. And all of them happened under this Tinubu's government under a year and a half in power. Or a year, under 1 year in power, just within 1 year in power. So this is a very bad signal for this government. And the next thing that turned Ali Ndume to resign from APC. So now that they said Northern Elders Forum have not made a decision on this because there are more pressing issues in the country right now, they're also saying that what the Senate has done shows that they're insensitive and their unwillingness to listen to criticism and feedback from the people they lead or they rule or they govern. And that is a very bad one. And that is why the Northern, the Coalition for Northern Group, CNG, is telling the president that, look, there's a very serious looming demonstration coming up. Better do something now before it is too late. Okay? So I know that people will react to what Hakeem Baba-Ahmed has said. Let's again dive into the comment section to see exactly what people are saying. And someone is saying Ndume was courageous to speak truth to power, which is very commendable. But my little issue is how come he never spoke this same truth to his brother when he was in power? And where was this Northern Elders Forum when their son brought upon this country the mayhem that has now been vehemently amplified by Emilio? That is a big question. That's the question. I thought say Baba Ahmed, there is no room to accommodate complaints, so better keep quiet because you are one of those that campaigned for Tinubu over other contestants because of religious and tribal affinity. So you must live with it. They don't give a more. Another say, where was Ndume when Buhari was in power? But before you answer me, I am an Igbo man. He showed himself. Ndume is not speaking for the masses, okay? They have their own hidden agenda. Senator Ndume is working for opposition party Namasi for him. How can he say Namasi? Do we spell Namasi? Or Nemesis? All right. And another person is saying, I have always maintained that Senator Ndume was speaking for the North. Otherwise, what stops him as a senior member of the ruling party to get his message across to the party leadership? Instead, the reckless attack on the person of president. Can you imagine? Something must scatter them. Nigerians are suffering. That exactly, just like I said, something must happen for this revolution to happen and for peace to come, or for things to be reorganized once and for all. I am telling you, something is going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know where it's going to happen from. But I know that something must happen. So whether Aline Dume is correct or not correct, I know that God is cooking something that will scatter them so that freedom can come to average Nigerians. That is what I see here. Something is going to happen and something must happen. Something must happen. Aline Dume has said it. Everybody knows that what he said is true, and they can't continue to hide it. After all, Abdul Ningi also revealed how the Senate has been padding budget. They have been doing it for a long time, but this time he couldn't keep it. He exposed it. Salihu Lukman from the North also exposed APC's problem. They will say they are speaking for themselves. Yes, they could be speaking for themselves, but definitely either God or devil will push somebody to cause the katakata that will scatter them and that will liberate Nigeria. Whether it is honest or dishonest, that is the truth. So that is what is happening here in this time. And right now, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed has said his own, that this government, obviously for penalizing Aline Dume, is not willing to hear the truth from anybody. I know that Tinubu is very desperate, and the Northerners supported him because of Muslim ticket. Now the water is coming for everybody. Muslims don't have a separate market. Okay, everybody, both APC, PDP, Labour Party, partisan and non-partisan, everybody will go to the same market. Everybody will exchange dollar for naira at the same rate. Everybody is suffering it now. No job, no electricity, hardship, inflation, and everything is bad. Everything is bad, and everybody, even the Yoruba that are supporting Tinubu, they will come to social media, come to the public space and support Tinubu, but they will go back inside and continue to cry. That is what I have seen in them too. So why are you then supporting the bad government, the public, and going to cry in secret? Very bad one for you people too. So everybody must change. And that is when this revolution that is coming will be a unifying revolution. It will be unified for a common cause. And then after the common cause is achieved, it will be scattered again for people to go their ways. We don't know where it will lead us to, but we know that God is cooking up something that will liberate Nigerians. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment over what Hakeem Baba-Ahmed had just said.